Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you're here today. So I'm going to be doing something in this video that I don't really like doing because it really overwhelms me, but I'm going to do it anyways because this area in our house is a complete disaster. This is our mudroom, laundry room area, and it is so out of control. It's got the normal like school backpacks and stuff going on, but it also has lots of new clutter that needs to find a home. So today I'm going to be working on organizing that, and I'm glad to have you along for the ride. So if you can, go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed already. I appreciate that so much. And like this video and get ready to watch me take this disaster zone into a clean and usable space again. I'm so glad you're here. Most of what I'm having to do in this room is go through clutter and junk, and that really does just zap my energy. I don't really like a whole lot of excess stuff and clutter. I don't know what it is about it or my personality, but it just feels overwhelming to me. And so that's one of the reasons I keep our house pretty minimalistic in terms of decor. My husband would say that I'm definitely not a minimalist when it comes to my closet. So I've got lots of clothes and shoes and that sort of thing. But I don't really like a lot of clutter on counters. And a lot of that has to do with, one, I've got little kids who throw balls and chase each other through our house and all sorts of things. And so I've had lots of lamps broken and that sort of thing. So I just don't keep very much on the counters. But the second part of that is everything on a counter has to be moved when you need to clean the counter and dusted and just managed. And sometimes I just cope with feeling overwhelmed by reducing what I can in terms of what I have to manage. So one way I do that is not having excess stuff and clutter around. And so going through this stuff today has just kind of, I don't know, it's not life-giving and it's not like a fun, clean day, but the feeling of finishing this project is life-giving. So I think it's a give and take when it comes to organizing and just getting your space where you can use it. If you're somebody who doesn't mind extra stuff on your counters and that brings you peace to have like stuff around, do that. But if you're somebody who that stuff bothers you because you think I've got to dust that, or that's really special, what if my kid accidentally knocks that over? If that brings you stress, like find different areas to store that. So one of the things I've done is I still have lots of precious decor that I really like or that was given to me. I've got some really cool stuff that my grandma gave me before she passed away. And I've kept it and I have it. And one day I think I'll want to pull it out and have it displayed in my home again, maybe when my kids are a little bit older. So finding a place to store stuff if you're not wanting it on the counter as visual clutter has been really helpful to me. So try that strategy if you're thinking, how can I manage my stuff better? But anyways, I can start to see progress in this room, especially watching this video back as I'm editing. Like I am getting through it. It's just taking me a long time. I took these clips over probably 2 hours. And I had to, I was making piles. I made piles of stuff that need to get thrown away. I made a pile of stuff that needs to go to my office space. I made a pile of stuff for anything that needed to go to different rooms, like stuff that my kids had left out that doesn't need to stay in this area. So I made piles and then kind of ran them to where they needed to go. And that was really helpful just to feel like I'm making progress and moving along throughout this process. So once I was done with our mudroom, laundry room area, I made sure to do a quick vacuum and just make sure the space was ready to go for the next days coming up, as we use that space all the time. It is for sure our drop zone. So once I finished that, I needed to tackle some laundry. Now I typically do a load of laundry a day. That's how I stay on top of it. We are a family of 6, and so that's kind of what is just necessary. We just go through a lot of laundry. But this particular week, I just had a lot of extra stuff on my plate and really could not keep up with my own system, really. And so although I was washing laundry as needed, I was not separating it and folding it or getting it to my kids' rooms for them to put up. I just hadn't done any of that process. So really, I had about 6 loads here that I had to just get through. And kind of like I was talking about in our laundry room, it's just overwhelming to me when there's a lot that has to get done. I would really rather do a little bit every day than a lot on any single given day. And so it's just not my preference, but it had to be done today. So I just kind of grinned and bared it and got everybody's laundry sorted. And then typically my children, the 3 older ones, will go put up their laundry. I will just put it on their bed and it's their responsibility to put it up. But like I said, this week was just a little bit more strained than normal. We just had a lot on the calendar and the schedule was really full. And so I ended up putting the laundry up for them, just so that was not something that they had to do when they got home from school. So it kind of depends on what's going on, whether I require my kids to put up their own laundry or not. I definitely don't mind doing it for them. Acts of service is my love language, so I don't mind doing it. I just don't want them to expect me to do it for them all the time and them never learn the skill of how to clean up after themselves and just do a good job taking care of themselves. So I think there's really a balance, but either way, I had a mountain of laundry to do and needed to work through it. So that's what I'll be doing over the next few minutes of this video. this video up here. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that this video has been encouraging to you and motivating to you. Have a great one. I'll see you next time.